Hello and welcome, I'm Ngọc Duy, your news anchor for today. Let's dive right into the headlines as usual.
Expanding credit scale to support economic growth. Prime Minister, infrastructure for APEC 2027 must drive Phu Quoc's long-term growth. Vietnam's rubber export expected to hit $11 billion in 2025. Real estate sees growth opportunities from thriving retail sector. Experts, urgent solutions needed to address plastic waste pollution.
The Vietnamese government set the target of an economic growth rate of 8% or higher for 2025. To achieve these ambitious goals, the banking sector, especially commercial banks, is expected to take a leading role, acting as a financial lever to unlock potential opportunities and new momentum for national development. According to data from the State Bank of Vietnam, the total credit scale of the economy reached over 15.6 quadrillion dongs in 2024, an increase of more than 15% compared to the end of 2023. Commercial banks played a significant role in providing credit to the economy, accounting for approximately 92.6% of the total outstanding credit in the system. Credit growth in early 2025 has shown more positive signs compared to the same period last year. According to the latest report from the central bank as of February 3, 2025, total outstanding credit in the system reached 15.65 quadrillion dongs, an increase of 0.19% compared to 2024, which is a notable improvement over the same period in 2024, when it declined by 0.6%. 2025 marks the second year that the State Bank has assigned credit growth targets to banks at the beginning of the year. In 2025, it aims for a credit growth rate of approximately 16% to support an 8% economic growth target. Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh has emphasized that infrastructure built for the 2027 APEC Economic Leaders Week must align with Phu Quoc City's long-term development strategy, ensuring sustainable growth beyond the event. Chairing a meeting with the Standing Board of the Kien Giang Provincial Party Committee and relevant ministries on March 3, the Prime Minister stressed that newly built projects should enhance Phu Quoc's urban and tourism infrastructure while avoiding adjustments to the approved planning scheme solely for APEC 2027. At the meeting, Kien Giang Province proposed over 40 major projects worth more than 305 trillion Vietnam dong, approximately $11.9 billion, with over 106 trillion Vietnam dong from the state budget. These projects include airport and road upgrades, seaports, multifunctional complexes, a conference center, luxury resorts, waste treatment facilities, improved power and water systems, golf courses, and enhanced beach infrastructure. The province also called for policies and mechanisms to accelerate implementation. Prime Minister Chinh underscored a forward-thinking, strategic, and transparent investment approach, prioritizing essential infrastructure while preventing waste and corruption. The state will invest in critical public works such as roads and water reservoirs, while commercial projects like the airport, convention center, resorts, and golf courses will be developed through public-private partnerships and socialized investment. He urged Kien Giang and relevant ministries to streamline decision-making, resolving issues within their authority and submitting matters beyond their jurisdiction to competent agencies. Vietnam will host APEC for the third time in 2027, with Phu Quoc selected as the venue. Recognized as a first-tier urban center, Phu Quoc, often called the Pearl Island of Vietnam's southwestern sea region, comprises 22 islands. With Phu Quoc Island itself covering 567 square kilometers, the city boasts a well-developed tourism ecosystem, featuring world-class entertainment complexes, luxury resorts, and a strong network of 4- and 5-star hotels, positioning it as a highly competitive destination both domestically and internationally.
The Vietnam Rubber Association forecasts that the country's rubber export will hit $11 billion in 2025, marking a yearly growth rate of 10%. Rubber prices in the world market are increasing sharply, which help rubber companies gain positive growth in revenue and profits. In January, Vietnam exported about 180,000 tons of rubber, worth $341 million, a 14.5% decrease in volume, and a 14.6% increase in value year-on-year. The average export price in January was estimated at $1,892 per ton, 34% higher than that of the same period last year. According to Vietnam Customs, in 2024, the country exported about 2 million tons of rubber, worth $3.42 billion, surpassing the highest level of $3.3 billion recorded in 2022.
Vietnam's growing retail sector is creating opportunities for the domestic real estate market, experts say. The Ministry of Industry and Trade forecasts that by 2025, the retail market will reach $350 billion, contributing 59% of the state budget. The sector is experiencing positive growth, driven by government initiatives to boost domestic consumption, support businesses, and expand the local market. Key growth drivers include a large and young population, an expanding middle class, rising affluent consumers, rapid e-commerce growth, increasing tourism, and strong foreign investment. A Savills Vietnam survey found that while Vietnam's retail market is still developing compared to Thailand, Indonesia, and Singapore, it has made significant strides post-COVID-19. Previously, many Vietnamese consumers preferred shopping abroad, particularly in Bangkok, due to the stronger presence of international brands. However, rising domestic demand is attracting more global retailers, making Vietnam an increasingly competitive market. Between 2025 and 2030, the sector is expected to grow further, positioning Vietnam as a key player in the region. Meanwhile, retail space supply in major cities like Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City remained stable in the fourth quarter of 2024. The market also saw the rise of new generation retail centers integrating diverse amenities to enhance customer experiences, reinforcing long-term growth in both retail and real estate.
According to statistics from the Ministry of Agriculture and Environment, approximately 1.8 million tons of plastic waste are generated in Vietnam every year, with between 0.28 to 0.73 million tons of this waste ending up in the oceans. Only 27% of plastic waste is recycled or repurposed by businesses and facilities. When not disposed of properly, plastic waste can directly harm the air and water quality. Specifically, burning plastic waste releases toxic substances such as dioxins and furans, which pollute the air, cause poisoning, disrupt endocrine systems, weaken the immune system, and increase the risk of cancer. Plastic pollution, often referred to as white pollution due to the widespread use of single-use plastics, represents a significant environmental challenge for many countries, including Vietnam, requiring it to take urgent actions to address this alarming problem, according to experts. Environmental experts urged the government to introduce policies that support environmentally conscious businesses and recycling efforts. This includes accelerating research and transferring technologies to recycle plastic waste into useful products, while prioritizing investment in plastic waste collection and recycling infrastructure, and improving waste sorting at source. They also pointed out the need for local authorities to implement and expand successful models for waste collection, sorting, and processing at source, ensuring that systems are in place for efficient waste management, and honor organizations, communities, and businesses that implement effective, innovative solutions to reduce plastic waste at all levels, promoting environmental protection and sustainability.